restaurant not owned by Cheesecake Factory, and they're just like leveraging the cheesecake IP. So like the color grades, the inside, the decorations. So maybe it ends up like backfiring that they're not explicitly saying that Cheesecake Factory owns this. Could just be a theory. Maybe it's also an expense thing, because it is on average, it looks a little more expensive than Cheesecake Factory. But all in though, good experience so far. All right guys, so we just got the nachos. These look really good. So they're on like a skillet. This compared to the Cheesecake Factory nachos is night and day, because the Cheesecake Factory ones are in like a giant plate. These are definitely more like luxury, a little more boutique, a little smaller. Let's give it a bite and let's see if it's any good, because this is one of my all-time favorite dishes, the factory nachos at Cheesecake Factory, so hopefully it carries over. Otherwise, we know why they're failing. Okay, here's a good bite with just about everything on it. They're definitely good. I wouldn't say they're better than Cheesecake Factory though. Falling a little bit short. The chips are very cooked to the point where they're like overly crispy, I'd say, which if you like that, you like that, but they are closer to like a pita chip than they are a tortilla chip. So it's definitely interesting. Let me give one more bite of this. They're definitely good, but like I said, maybe one of the reasons they're falling behind, this could be a theme. Maybe it's just a little bit better at Cheesecake Factory. Still like though, I'd give these like a 7.5 out of 10, but now let's wait for the burger. All right guys, the entree has now arrived. We have our barbecue Lux burger right here. Actually looks quite good. Excited to take a bite of this. I typically like lettuce tomato, but since it was left off, I'm just gonna have it like this. Good burger. You can tell a lot about a place from its burger. This is a strong one. Good barbecue sauce. I like the bacon on it. Look at that, just like very nice, crispy piece of bacon. Beef was cooked perfectly. So the burger is definitely stronger than the nachos. This is like an 8.5 burger. So good job here. Definitely feels like a step up in terms of the premiumness and the quality as opposed to a Cheesecake Factory, but overall very good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat some of this. So we had the nachos, we had the burger, and now I feel like we have to get this because it is a comp to a Cheesecake Factory. We have to get their cheesecake. And in this case, we're gonna be getting their best carrot cake, as they describe it on their menu. They call it the best carrot cake, so I'm going to order that and see if it's actually the best carrot cake I've ever had. I'm pretty sure that's their most popular. Let's see if it's any good. So far, it has been getting better incrementally, so I'm excited for this one. Okay guys, the best carrot cake has finally arrived, and this thing looks pretty. It looks very elegant, high quality, cream cheese frosting on top, nuts on the side. I am really excited because carrot cake is one of my favorite cakes. Even though I do typically like really sweet stuff, this is like a nice kind of medium where I think there's literally shredded carrots in between, which doesn't sound good. So if you've had a carrot cake before, you know what I'm talking about, how it is actually good. So let's give it a nice little bite right here, get some extra frosting, and let's see. Is it the best? Everything is riding on this. It's up there. As far as like restaurants go, yes. If we're also considering like bakeries, my mom's, no, but really good. Definitely, I think it takes the cake for the best carrot cake that I've had at a restaurant. All right guys, so just finished up at the Grand Lux Cafe. I think overall it was a really solid spot. I mean, I don't know why this place is disappearing. 2 of the 9 locations already gone. I think it's pretty much just a little bit worse than Cheesecake Factory, and Cheesecake Factory is pretty much booming, so you would think that this would stick around a little bit longer. I mean, maybe it will, maybe they're still growing. But shout out to Grand Lux Cafe. The food was getting increasingly better as we went on, and that carrot cake at the end was certainly very good. So let's move on to the next disappearing mall restaurant. The next disappearing mall place we're going to be having is Mrs. Fields Cookies. Now this place was all over malls in the early 2000s and into 2010s as well. However, in 2008 they actually declared bankruptcy and they ended up cutting 500 locations down to now just 250, and now you can't even find one in your local malls. 1, because malls are dying, 2, because they're now diversifying into other places. I think you can find them in airports, just random spots all around the world. But this is one in American Dream Mall, so we're going to give it a try and see if the cookies are any good and if they deserve to be disappearing. Let's go. So this is their selection here. This is my favorite dessert of all time, so I'm going to get a chocolate chip cookie, and hopefully it's good here. I don't know the quality, how it's going to stand up against like a crumble, but let's give it a try. Can I just have a chocolate chip cookie? Let's see how much it is too. Thank you. Do my eyes deceive me, or was this a $4.29 cookie? This thing better cure any sort of disease or ailments I have, because for a standard cookie, you can get this for like 49 cents at Wendy's, and it doesn't look any higher quality, nor is it warm. But then again, it's about the taste, not about the presentation or the cost. Well, it is actually to a large degree about the cost because there's no value with this, but let's go give it a try right now and see if this is any good. I feel like I'm a chocolate chip connoisseur. I've had all the cookies in the world, so I'm gonna give you an honest 1 to 10 review with decimals included, because so far, massive scam. Very buttery, not a ton of sugar. The chocolate chips are solid, not even close to worth $4.29. This is a $1.42 cookie. I could see why they're disappearing at this rate, because this cookie is a 7 out of 10, a 7.1 out of 10 perhaps, and they're charging absurd amounts for it. I don't hate them though, but I totally understand why they're disappearing. That plus the fact that they're just in malls or used to be in malls, there's no surviving for Mrs. Fields. Okay guys, this next staple of malls that is officially dying because they're down over 80% of their stores is Sbarro's, the pizza chain. I've actually been here in the past and I've tried it out for another video, so we'll roll the clip at the end of this and I'll show you what my thoughts are on this place. But Sbarro is known, of course, for their pizza. They're a huge staple of mall food courts, and with malls dying, and more specifically mall food courts, Sbarro has been going down as well. I think they actually even recently closed their Times Square location, which was iconic in New York City. So Sbarro is unfortunately getting phased out of the pizza game, but this is my thoughts on the pizza and if it's even deserved. All right, pizza has been ordered. I could be reading this wrong. I think one slice is $8. If I see that, that is the most expensive single piece of pizza I've ever ordered in my life. So I just got it. It was $8.43 for just one slice of pepperoni. If you were to stretch that out to 8 slices for a pie, $65. I've never paid so much for a pizza in my life. Thank you so much. Pizza secured. We're gonna go ahead and try it. It's a cute little box. New York City established 1956, but maybe extinct 2026. Let's find out. Time for the big reveal. My $9 pizza slice. All right, I want to give it a fair shot. Right now, it's like a 1 out of 10 because I've never paid this much for pizza before. But the taste test, it's got good like oregano on it, cheese, grease, all that good stuff. Pretty solid flop. This thing should be $3. I don't hate it. I wanted to hate it so badly. I don't hate it. I think it's pretty good. It's got good spice to it. It's a nice hearty slice. I can see just filling somebody up because it's got a lot of grease on it, and oil, of course, is super heavy. Just in case it wasn't clear, it was pretty good, but definitely overpriced, and I could certainly see why Sbarro is disappearing. Very similar to Mrs. Fields, for instance. Good enough product. We're like a 7 out of 10, but unfortunately, there's no value to be had. Let's go to the next disappearing mall spot. This next mall location that's dying is Ruby Tuesdays. Ruby Tuesdays is an American restaurant that has a salad bar that is very famous for. At their peak, they had 700 locations. Now they just have 268 left because they declared bankruptcy in 2020, and then they had to basically have in their stores. And they continue to decline because this place is directly tied to malls. I don't even think there's a single one that exists outside of malls. So we are, of course, outside of a mall right now. There's a Ruby Tuesdays right outside of it. These used to be anchor restaurants, attached themselves to Macy's, Sears, places like that. And with their decline also comes Ruby Tuesdays. I remember them as having pretty solid food, so let's see if it's deserved. Maybe they just have to like repivot, do something else. We're gonna find out. Let's go inside. All right, guys, we just sat down here at Ruby Tuesdays. They're known for their salad bar, specifically their endless salad bar. So you can go up and get salad as many times as you want, which may sound lame, but I've never seen this concept before, but it's actually quite good. And I think if you get an entree, you could add it on for like $3. So that's the appeal of this place. Honestly, right now, the ambiance feels a lot different than when I was here like 10 years ago. So I think they totally like revamped things. Otherwise, it seems pretty solid. Not many people here, despite the fact that it's like 8:30 on a Wednesday. So it's kind of prime time, but we're gonna try their food, specifically their salad, and we're gonna see if it's any good. All right, so we're here at the salad bar. So we have 4 different options here: romaine, spinach, cabbage, I believe, and spring mix. Now I'm gonna be a spinach guy because I think it has the most protein per gram, and I wanna be healthy here because it's a salad bar after all. So I'm gonna get a spinach base. Ooh, and then look at this. Bunch of different salads here. So there's like, I forget what this is called. I don't like it, but it's like cheddar and broccoli, some chickpea salad, a cucumber salad, and then a couple others as well. Here's all the toppings now. So again, I want to be pretty healthy, so I'm gonna get some broccoli. Looks like a rabbit salad right now. Ooh, can't forget the edamame beans. Good amount of options here so far. And I'm gonna throw some jalapenos on and spice it up. Green supremacist here, all green. And then I guess you could also get macaroni salad, even some fruits. So we have grapes and pineapple. And then here we have the dressings. Now I don't know which dressing is which. I believe this is a balsamic, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this. But I think they also have like a French, Thousand Island dressing, ranch, blue cheese, and maybe some other ones. And then we could finally top it off with, it looks like croutons, some pumpkin seeds, some nuts, and then they have some oil and vinegar back there as well. So this is what the salad ultimately looks like. And you have to be over the age of 7, or you have to be accompanied by an adult. Let's go eat this and see if it's any good. So I know this doesn't look like the most appetizing salad. However, when we're out and we're filming this and we're just eating a bunch of terrible food, the least I could do is be like super clean with the salad at some spots. I still think the balsamic dressing probably carries a good amount of calories on it. But let's go ahead and get a bite of everything here. It looked pretty fresh and cool. I didn't see like anything noticeably bad inside of the salad bar. Like there weren't like bugs. I didn't see like a ton of, you know, spoiled food or anything like that. So far I like it. Let's give it a bite. very fresh. That's all you could ask for. I know taste-wise, this isn't gonna compete with the Caesar salad, but freshness-wise, I like it. Very solid. $13 for endless salad. I mean, if you go to like a Sweet Green or something, you're getting a salad for $17. But if you wanna have 2 salads, I think the value's there. If you wanna get 1 salad, maybe it's there. It depends how much you put on your 1 salad. Shout out to our waitress, she's really friendly, and the vibes here are pretty solid. Good music playing. Again, Again, not too many people. There's a couple people sitting behind us, but in general, this place is kind of a ghost town. I think just because it's attached to a mall. So, I mean, it has nothing really to do with Ruby Tuesday itself, kind of more so like who they hang out with. You know, you are the sum of the 5 people you hang out with, and they hang out with malls, 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 and malls. So therefore, as malls go down, Ruby Tuesdays go down as well. All right, just wrapping up at Ruby Tuesdays now. Had a great time. Just wanted to say what's up. Who do we got here?
Dania, Carla.
Make sure to hit the Ruby Tuesdays at the Jersey Gardens Mall and come to this Ruby Tuesdays, and you will have a great time here.
All right, guys, that was a lot of fun. Some good, some bad, as expected. Let me know which one was your favorite. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more content, make sure to click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Build a website you love. Purina helps.
Every day there's 150,000 flights around the world, and of those 150,000, less than 10 of them are themed flights. And you might be asking yourself, what's a themed flight? Well, sometimes for promotions, certain franchises partner with airlines, and they do things like paint the plane and have an entire in-flight experience that's themed around whatever the franchise is. And so today, I'll be taking a bunch of these different themed flights, ranging from a Hello Kitty flight all the way to a Pokemon flight. These were very difficult to get my hands on, and I had to travel all across the world to get on these, so I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, grab your popcorn and let's fly. I'm excited for this themed flight because it's a Hello Kitty themed flight. So through EVA Air, which is a Taiwanese airline, they do something on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays whereby the flight from Chicago to Taiwan or Taiwan to Chicago, they operate with a Sanrio, which is the Hello Kitty IP themed flight. So if you're flying from Taiwan to Chicago, this is what it looks like in the Taiwan airport. It's really cute. Like, I'm excited to go in there. They have a bunch of trinkets and stuff up there, and it just stands out. It's like the only pink little area, and the rest of it just looks like a normal airport terminal. So let's go inside, see what this looks like, and I am very excited for the flight. Okay, so let's go inside here. So there you have it, EVA Air by Hello Kitty. This is their official operative flight. The ground has stars, it's very pink in here. Really cute art. It just feels like you're not in the airport anymore when you go in here, but when you do check in for the flight, I guess this is the area. Okay, so I guess this is the kiosk where you're supposed to get your ticket. It doesn't look like anything is working here. I think you're supposed to do it maybe online and get your boarding pass through the EVA Air app. So maybe this is just for show at the end of the day, and we actually have to like go to a gate to talk to one of the attendants. Here it says, have a nice trip, which is quite nice. Oh, and then look at this. They have all these cute trinkets right here. So you have a little bag. You even have, and I think that's what our plane is ultimately gonna look like, a model of the 737 that we're gonna be getting on. Another bag. Oh, this would be nice to have. They even have little like Dixie cups, like little paper cups, more models. Ooh, they have sandals as well. They also have a white slipper right here. I think I like the darker ones better. And then they even have, what is that? Like little coasters and then playing cards as well. Wow, really fun. There's so many themed things here. I don't know what's supposed to play on this TV. Maybe it's like where the gates are for the flights that are operating this flight, but it's off right now. But very cute place. Again, like the airport is a very stressful spot, so it's nice to just be in this cutesy theme. So I'm excited for our flight. It's 16 hours, so it's quite long, but let's go ahead and check in right now and see what else they have for us. All right, so we're officially checked in. We got a really cute baggage tag right here that has all the Sanrio characters on it, and then it has the jet with a bow on it, just the cutest thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my luggage here. And then we also got another one, which I guess you're supposed to put on if you have like a personal item, but very cute. And let me show you the boarding pass, because this thing is really cute. It says on it Sanrio characters, and then at the bottom it shows, I guess, the 5 main Sanrio characters, including Hello Kitty herself right there with her cute bow. So very
than living, is it not? Better than living, is it not? than living, is it not?
You can never be sure if it's a witch you are looking at or a kind lady. Never be sure if it's a witch you are looking at or a kind giant lady.